agents. It used to be 10, 15, 20 years ago that the agent has to use the company's brand and cannot really step to the right or step to the left, was not allowed. Now it's changing, and you have a whole department that creates branding for agents that they can align themselves with Coldwell Banker, but make themselves a little different.
Yeah, one of my favorite phrases to use about the power of Coldwell Banker is that it's your name next to ours. That's really what makes the combination powerful, and that's why we've been successful for 117 years. So when you put those two things together, you're getting the national and international representation, recognition of the brand to go along with your local expertise in your local sphere that is associated with your name. What I try to do as in charge of marketing for the brand as a whole is make agents want to use our branding. They want to gravitate towards it. We have a history for the last 12 years. We've had the #1 highest rated and most effective ads in the entire real estate industry. And so that's showcasing to them our messaging and our creative that we're developing, we know works with your audience, with your consumers. Take that and use that, and you will become persuasive and showcase your leadership as well. So when you put those two things together, that's really what I think the power of the Coldwell Banker marketing and our brand is. So when you say, hey, we're going to provide national recognition and scope and powerful messaging and creative, take that and align that with your own local expertise, and that is an unbeatable tandem in my estimation.
And I'm sure it's working well. As a matter of fact, we were just at the convention, and Coldwell Banker had an event right after the convention, and everyone had Coldwell Banker. They were dressed, who in suits, who in sweatpants, because it was like afterwards, long day. But they all had Coldwell Banker pins, and a lot of them had the Coldwell Banker sweatshirt or a t-shirt or a hat. And it was fun. They didn't have to.
Yes, but it's pride, and they want to be part of, everybody wants to be part of something that is bigger than themselves. I think that's the beauty of being in charge of a legacy brand that's been around for over 100 years, is that there is something behind that name. And consumers know it, our own agents and the industry knows it as well. And Coldwell Banker has always stood as a leader in the industry. Being part of a leading brand, I think, means something to people, whether they express it specifically that way or not. But that's what gives me the most pride, is when I see agents that are out there that are wearing the branding. And even when I went to a high school basketball tournament in Ohio last year, and someone came up to me because I was wearing my Coldwell Banker jacket, and they said, do you work for Coldwell Banker? And they knew it from across the room, and we got to talking with them in connection, and they were there watching their kids play as well. And that's really the beauty of this network. And while the brand is powerful, while the imagery is beautiful, it really comes down to the people that are part of it. I think when you look from a leadership standpoint, that's part of the brand as a core to our agents that are across the globe. That's really what's made Coldwell Banker successful, and will continue to do so for the next 100 years.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, at least 100 years.
Yes, sure.